In a world where podcasts and radio just isn't the same anymore, well, fear no more, because Squirrely and the Bean are here to save your day. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the smooth-sounding voices of the Squirrely and the Bean podcast.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the Squirrely and the Bean podcast. I'm Squirrely.
And I'm the Bean.
How are you doing today, Bean?
Oh, I'm just chillaxing on my lovely day off right now, talking to you and all these lovely listeners.
How's the weather there today?
It's actually pretty nice. We had a wicked bad thunderstorm last night, and it scared the living daylights out of everyone.
Really?
I mean, it was like thunder right over our head, shaking the whole house. Like, you see the flash, and then the boom came right at, like, immediately. It was crazy.
Close to where we live, we actually had a tornado warning, which is very out of character for our area.
Get those on the reg, bro.
Yeah.
Those are rookie numbers.
You eat tornadoes for breakfast.
We get watches. Heads up.
Watches. Yeah.
They see it in the area. We actually, I want to say, like last month, while we were sleeping, we went on a tornado watch. And it was like the tornado was supposedly spotted, I think, 10 miles away from us.
Didn't affect you, though.
Didn't affect me. I was knocked out. I was KO'd.
Well, when I used to live in South Carolina, tornadoes were a regular thing. I was actually in a hurricane one time, but the hurricane didn't pass over right where we lived. The edge of it did, though. So it really...
Get your numbers up, kid.
Those are rookie numbers. Got to pump those numbers up.
Those are rookie numbers, man. I mean, shoot, just last year we had like 6. Yes.
Hurricanes?
Yes, 6 hurricanes in North Carolina.
That's crazy.
I mean, I think the strongest we had was a Category 4.
Yeah.
But look, ever since moving down south, it's been nothing but craziness weather. I mean, while we were up north, we got hit with that Superstorm Nemo, when it was like that snowstorm. It was like the
Nemo?
Yes.
El Nino, you mean?
No. It was Superstorm Nemo. Look it up.
Like the fish?
Yes. Like, because, I remember memes going around Facebook like, oh, we found Nemo, ha 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 ha. But we got pummeled with like 3 feet of snow and everything. Like, I know those are rookie numbers for us, but 3 feet of snow is a lot. All right? So that's why we ended up moving down south, but golly, I kind of missed the snow.
Do you remember what year Nemo was?
I think it was like 2013.
Yep, you're bang on. 2013. I just looked it up.
Yep.
I know that like Rhode Island and stuff like that don't get a lot of snow, but for some reason, New York, Buffalo, all them areas, they get like a ton of snow somehow.
Well, they're right next to Canada.
I know. There was a storm there like last year, the year before, and they were showing pictures, and the snow was like 6 to 8 feet high in some spots. Like it had I don't know if it was from wind drifts or what, but it accumulated that much.
That's nuts. See, that's kind of like, so you know how I lived out in Washington State, and they say, oh, in Washington State it rains a lot.
Rains, yeah.
Dude, we were out there for like 6 months, and it barely rained.
There's actually a beer company out that way in Oregon, I think, called Rainier.
But Rainier, it's actually a mountain.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you have Mount Rainier. It's actually a sleeping volcano.
All right.
So they said that, Washington State is a beautiful, beautiful place to visit. Like, just the scenery. I love the mountain ranges and everything. But to live there was nuts, man. It was so expensive. And that's why we ended up moving back towards the south, because it was crazy, man. And it was just, not to bash on a place, but so we went to Seattle, and you know how they make Seattle like such a beautiful place. Oh, it's so amazing here. Dude, it was craptastic, man. It was. We went to the downtown area.
Wasn't that great?
Dude, so I-5, Interstate 5 is like kind of like their main highway interstate, hence the name Interstate 5. So you take the off-ramp and you go into the heart of downtown, and both sides are just lined with tents, like homeless tents, like going all the way down. So you get off the off ramps, nothing but tents everywhere. So you're like, all right, well maybe it gets better as soon as we go inwards more to more downtown. Dude, you get to like the courthouse. We got to the courthouse. We were gonna get out and walk around. Smelt like pee and crap.
Really?
And the homeless population there is nuts. They have a big time drug problem. It wasn't all that great. We were like, all right, well, we'll go up to the Space Needle. Dude, the Space Needle, like the buildings around it were all graffitied on. It more homeless, and I was like, this is, they say this is a lovely city to visit and stuff. Nah, I'm good. Like, it wasn't all that great. I mean, we drove out there. The drive out there was actually amazing. It was lovely. Because
Yeah.
I mean, all the scenery and stuff we saw. Went up mountains. North Dakota is the definition of a flatland. Like, you know how on Minecraft you can set up like super flatland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they based it off of.
It was like real life Minecraft.
Yeah, that's where they got it from. Was North Dakota was like.
You don't see anything for miles.
No, dude. When we hit Montana, it was nothing but mountains, dude. And I thought my car was gonna blow up. Like, you went from going up like a tiny little hill to you're going up at like a 45-degree angle uphill. Your car's like max RPMs, and you're like, oh crap.
Yeah, I remember when we lived in South Carolina. I liked South Carolina, to be honest with you. It was really nice down there. The only thing I didn't like was the humidity. It was just too humid for me. Me being a Canadian,
It is humid. Like, I need to find a place that has like the perfect weather. Like, not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah, I don't know where that would be.
I don't know either. Because it's like, I like being cold, but not all the time. Like,
I wonder what Kansas is like.
Tornado City.
Oh, yeah.
That's in like Tornado Alley.
I would think it would be like a state that's in the middle of the United States,
but
Cause
Washington State had like the perfect temperature. Like, it was amazing. Like,
but it snows there.
I don't know. Maybe somewhere in the mountains, I would say would be good.
I think it would snow even worse in the mountains.
I don't know. Like, so when we were out there in Washington State, like, the temperature got past like 85 for like 2 days, and they called a heat advisory. And I was like, what? Really? A heat advisory for 85-degree weather?
Yeah, we had a heat advisory here not too long ago.
Oh, yeah? Let me guess, it was like 24 Celsius.
No, I think it was like 39, and then with the humidity, it was going to get up past 40 something.
Oh, God. Whatever Celsius that is. God forbid.
It's like 100. It's like 100
Oh.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, well, welcome to the South on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's why I don't live down there.
Dude, my AC is like on year-round.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
When we lived in South Carolina for 6 years, and out of the 6 years that we lived there, it snowed one time, and it was like an inch of snow, and I remember it was crazy. The grocery store, you went to the grocery store, there was no bread, there was no milk,
yeah.
there was no water. People were freaking out.
People needed to make their milk and bread soup, and that's how you survive in the snow, all right?
And then you just picture us. Okay, so just picture where I used to live. Okay, just a random house, whatever you can picture in your head. Okay, all these people getting in their cars, going to the store and all this to get stuff. Me and my sisters just outside playing in the snow because that's what we were used to from when we used to live in Canada.
Well, that's what, like you said, like the whole state shuts down on an inch of snow.
Yeah.
And, I'm sitting here driving around because it's like when we first moved down here, I still had snow tires. So I was like, and I was like, man, there's no one on the road driving to work. And they're like, oh, hey, there's no, like when I first moved down here, I worked at the Y. And they're like, yeah, we're shut down. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is
Yeah.
a dusting, man. This is nothing.
Here where I live, we actually get so much snow in the winter that you're allowed to run studded tires here, which is like your winter tires, and there's these little metal pegs that stick out on the tire all over the tire, and it helps it so that you can grip the ice and stuff better.
Really?
But yeah, and for places to be shut down here, the snow has to be like pretty significant because up here we're prepared for all kinds of different amounts of snow, and if it's too much or if it snows for too long where they can't keep up with it, then that's when places start shutting down.
Well, I think last year we got like, I want to say we got like 4 inches, 5 inches of snow.
We're in North Carolina.
Yeah, like it was
Really?
crazy. I know. Yeah,
That's a lot.
and it was like all hell broke loose because like they don't have the equipment for it.
Yeah.
So usually up north, when they do get snow, the highways are the first to plow. Like all the main roads and stuff like that are the first to get plowed.
Mm-hmm.
No, not here. So last year I was driving to work, right, and I have to take a main highway in, and I was taking it in, and it's like they had a plow mark in there, so I was taking it in, and I get to the intersection and the plow disappears. Like the plow marks disappear, and I'm like, what happened? So I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll just take it easy. So I start going, and the plow mark reappears. I'm like, all right, sweet. But it's kind of like in the far lane. Usually, they work from. Usually, they just plow the outside lanes first.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like on one of the inside lanes. So I was like, whatever, I'll just follow it anyways. Well, I'm following it, and the plow marks start turning into the opposite lane of oncoming traffic. And I was like, what just happened with this plow? I'm like, did this plow like get drunk or something and go into the other lane?
He kind of veered off course, did he?
Yeah, I was like, how does this happen? Where did you go, bro?
Yeah. Up here, the highways, what they do is some highways we have like 6 lanes on each side. It's like 12 lanes total. Yeah, so what they do is on one side, how many ever lanes there is, that's how many plows they'll run when they're plowing the road. So they'll get like 4 or 5 plows, and there'll be one in each lane. And what they'll do is the one that's in the closest lane to the middle, he'll be ahead, and then the next lane over, he'll be a little bit behind. And then the third lane, he'll be a little bit behind the second guy, and it goes like that. So, because when they push the snow, they tilt their little blade thingy to the right side so that the snow that they're taking off the highway can be pushed off the road. And the snow that the first guy pushes, the second guy picks up, he passes it to the third guy, to the fourth guy, to the fifth guy. So then it would just go off the road because it would be super hard for them to only use one plow to do it all.
I don't know, man. Just the weather in general is crazy.
I like how you're sending me memes while we're recording.
All right, you like that meme, man?
Are you paying attention to what I'm saying?
Yes, I am. You're just talking about how they have 12 lane highways in total. Technically, you have 6 on one side and 6 on the other. When they plow, they turn their plows.
Okay, anyone who's listening to this, I just want them to know that while I was talking, Ralph sending me memes on Facebook Messenger. Like,
bro, memes are the way to go nowadays, man.
memes are life.
Memes are life. Like when Facebook and Instagram was down, I didn't know what to do with myself.
Yeah,
I'm
rough times.
Sitting in the bathroom, I'm like, I have nothing to read, man. What is this?
So, have you ever been out of America before?
No.
If you could pick one place that you would like to go, like on vacation, say like Jamaica, Mexico, Barbados, whatever, where do you think would be your first choice?
I don't know. That's really hard. Honestly. Like, I want to say... Now, are we talking about like a place where I want to go just to relax?
To relax.
Like,
yeah, like somewhere hot, somewhere nice.
See, I don't know. Because I like going to a place that also has like history behind it because I like to walk around and like look at stuff.
Yeah.
I would have to say somewhere overseas. Like,
I've always wanted to go to Germany.
yes, I want to go. I want to go to Oktoberfest. Like,
That
so
would
bad.
that would be fun.
Yes, that you want to plan that trip? When is October? Well, obviously it's in October. But
Hold on. Did you really just ask that?
no.
You didn't? Okay.
Nope.
You're gonna edit that part out, are you?
Yep. That is. I don't know what you're talking about.
I want to
Right.
go to Germany because there's a few things, but one of them is I don't know if this is messed up, but I would like to go to like the concentration camp museums and stuff like that because I was really into that when I learned about that in history class when I was younger.
Do they have those there? I don't.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I swore the German people try to say that never happened. So it's like,
Yeah, there's museums and stuff.
well,
There's
yeah,
museums
obviously.
where they have on display like all the shoes that they took from the families.
Well,
all
they have some of that in New York, man, which is a lot closer to you.
Nah, I want to go see the real thing. And they
Alright,
say, I don't know
we'll
if this
plan
is
that.
true or not, they say that when you go to the concentration camps, you can actually still smell burning flesh because there was so many bodies burned, and it's like in the soil and stuff like that.
That's crazy. See,
Yeah.
like that's why. See, I would go to those places just because of the history and stuff.
Yeah, like
Like-
you learn something. Well, like with Germany, like you learned about it all in history class growing up. It'd be so cool to actually go to where it happened and be like, wow, I learned about this and now I'm actually seeing it.
Well, see, that's like I'm a big World War II nut. Like I watched like every documentary known to mankind so far that I know of. about
Saving
World War II.
Ryan's privates.
How dare you disgrace that legendary movie?
That was a good movie.
How dare
It's
you?
funny to make fun of the title though.
How dare you? We're gonna act like that never happened. But I don't know. Like I would always. I want to go to Australia too. I would love to go to Japan.
Oh, the Pokemon Center in Japan.
Yes,
I've been
I would
talking.
love-
I've been talking to my wife about that a lot. Like, I would love to go to Japan, go to the Pokemon Center. Like, just the culture there is intriguing.
That's the only reason why I would love to go there. And it's, I always ask my wife, "Hey, you want to go to Japan?" But she wants to go to Scotland first.
Oh,
And
there's
tell
no
me horror
there's
stories.
no Pokemon centers in Scotland though.
I know there's no Pokemon Center. There's no like Dragon Ball Z shrine. Like everything I ever wanted.
that would
is
that
in
would be a
Japan.
hard pass for me.
You know
If
what?
only you
You're
could
gonna
duplicate
learn.
yourself and send your duplicate with Angelina to go see Scotland, so then you can just say you were there with her, but then just meet up with her in Japan.
Well, the problem is like they tell me horror stories about how like her family over in Scotland are racist, and so are like the people in Scotland. I'm like, really?
Racist, really?
I'm like, it's bad enough that I'm a black man that looks Hispanic.
Hey, I want you to go somewhere with me, and I really want you to go there with me, but I'm going to tell you all these things that are not nice about the place that I want you to
Right?
go.
Right? Like, oh yeah, don't wear this color. Oh, they'll look at you weird because the color of your skin and you look like this. I'm like,
Don't
man.
part your hair to the left. They'll make fun if you
Uh.
you parted your hair to the left. It's got to be parted to the right.
Always start on your right foot, not your left.
Don't forget it.
Like,
Bring it around town.
Like I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to those places. But
Yeah.
then
I
you
would
hear all
say-
the
I
horror
would say my
stories about
list-
like tourists.
My list would be like Japan, Germany, then it's kind of just whatever from there. Like Japan and Germany are my top two for sure. And then maybe like
I want to go somewhere with like a lot of culture. I
Shenzhen,
would
China, maybe.
Yes. See, I heard India was crap. Like, don't go India because it smells like awful and it's nasty. Like, but then
Yeah,
you
but
see
then
like
I
all the stuff that's, like,
I
so
also heard that
colorful.
all the people in Scotland were racist too, though. So you can
I
only,
know you can't.
You got to judge
can't.
it for yourself. You got to go there yourself and see firsthand.
Yeah, but I don't want to die the first place I go.
You're not gonna die. You just don't. You just don't go into the questionable places. You know.
Well, that's what people say when they go on their vacation, and next you know they're in
Mexico.
they're in like a freaking metal shack hung by chains,
Their
getting cut in
bodies
half.
divided up into like 6 different coolers.
I know, like they're getting sold on the black market and everything.
All right. Let's take her back a notch.
He's the best. I would like to go to Australia.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think it would. I want to go to Australia to see if the toilets flush the opposite way. Did you ever hear
Honestly,
that?
that's the main reason why. That's only the main reason why I want.
And I want to fight a kangaroo.
Yeah, good luck with that, bro.
They're jacked for some reason. Like, you ever seen them pictures of like on the internet of like jacked kangaroos?
You know the one that made like that meme when the buff one actually passed away.
Yeah, I know.
It died. I was like, oh.
I shed a man tear for that guy.
Yeah. I also heard South Korea was a nice place to visit.
Nah, dude. North Korea.
Well, you see, Trump was the first ever American president to go over there.
Yeah.
Well, to walk on North Korean soil.
Yeah, but he's never been into North Korea. You got to go in and you got to experience the slavery and the poverty.
They do. So they do offer tours of North Korea. Like, you can go there and visit.
But they only
it's
take you
like-
to the nice places.
They only have set tours that you can go on.
Yeah, because they take you
And
to
it's
where
like-
all the families have money and stuff like that, and everything's clean.
And people say like it's completely set up, but
They
look
don't
at
take
that
you
one
to
guy.
places where little linglings playing in the field trying to avoid minefields and stuff.
Or it's making your shoe for you or something like.
Yeah.
But what was it that one American tourist, man? He like pulled down a North Korean flag and he got sent to prison, like a work prison,
something
or labor-
Oswald or something like that.
Yeah, he got put in a labor prison and then died like a week later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he should.
See, and then it's like you hear all these horror. You know where we should go? Actually, we should go to Somalia.
Where?
Somalia. That's where we should go.
Somalia.
Yeah. We could become a
Why?
Somali pirate. Because I want to become a pirate, bro.
Pirate.
But
I think you would go to Somalia. That's a place where you would go and not come back.
yeah, I just want to become a pirate. But anyways, I don't know. That was fun.
Yeah. I know. I think it would be cool to visit some of the places we talked about for sure.
I don't even know how we started this, but anyways, we'll just finish it here. I don't know what's going on, so we're just gonna finish it here. But I hope you guys go over to our Facebook, like our Facebook. I don't know how many you were at. I forgot to check it before we started recording. If you haven't, check out our merch and all our lovely items there.
Buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, buy a T-shirt. Yes. And for the Squirrely and the Bean podcast, I'm the Bean.
And I'm Squirrely.
I hope you guys enjoy your day.
Drop the intro.
In a world where podcasts and radio just isn't the same anymore, well, fear no more, because Squirrely and the Bean are here to save your day. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the smooth sounding voices of the Squirrely and the Bean podcast.